Today we're taking a ride on Europe's, if not the world's, most iconic budget airline. Ryanair is known for their, well, sassy, for lack of a better word, presence on social media with a pretty edgy PR team. They praise themselves to their own flaws and had an odd obsession with the TikTok mouth effect.
No, ninguno. Aquí tú hablas español.
What's going on, guys? Catch the Fry here. We're in Madrid and we're going to put the money where the mouth is and take them up to London. The online check-in for Ryanair is nothing out of the ordinary. First, you are led to confirming your identity by selecting your traveling travelers. After adding on your optional last-minute extras and transportation out of the airport, check-in is complete. The only catch is that I had to get a printed paper boarding pass at the airport prior to departure, since I was going to the UK. So I ended up waiting in line for a hot minute during the morning rush, as there weren't any self-service machines. Eventually, though, I found myself in front of the line, secured my boarding pass, got it stamped, cleared TSA, and cleared immigration to the European Union. Alright, I made it to my gate. That boarding pass line took a bit longer than expected, so I didn't really have time to do anything post-TSA, and after clearing immigration, boarding is just about starting. They are actually lining up right now to board the aircraft. I think we're at a jetway gate, so we won't be taking a bus to the aircraft and taking an actual jetway to the airplane, but it's Ryanair, so we may or may not be also boarding from the plane stairs, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But that looks like a jetway out there, so we'll just board as normal, scan a boarding pass, get in the jetway, and just see the aircraft out the aircraft windows. But yeah, boarding is probably gonna be in the next 5 minutes, so just hop on, scan a boarding pass, board, and see what happens in the next few minutes. Boarding ended up being delayed about 15 minutes, which left us all standing around for nothing. But not long after, the line started to move, and I laid eyes on the rather interesting MAX 8200 that would be taking me up to Stansted. Echo India India Golf Kilo was read to England today, and she was delivered brand new in April of 2023. I made my way into seat 2A with the 17 and a pitch of, a lot? But hey, look at that. It goes to the Ford Galley. But the normal economy seats have a pitch of 30. Alright, boarded on board the Ryanair MAX 8200 in seat 2A. I know I'm cheating just a tiny bit with this seat, just because of the curvature of the plane. They just took off 1A altogether, so I have all this legroom in front of me with no seat. But overall, the seat itself, it's pretty firm, pretty thin, what's expected on a budget airline. There's no seat back pocket either in the seat in front of me, or the seat that would be in front of me, normally, I should say. So the safety card is just printed on that seat, and there's no food menu either, so when they start the meal, or food or snack, or beverage service or whatever, once we get airborne, then I don't know what to do for that. But yeah, we are a bit delayed, just because boarding took a while, and boarding is still taking a while. So pretty soon we'll get out of the gate and get on our way up to London. After a round of the waiting game, boarding was finally complete, and we were pushing out 20 minutes behind schedule for the taxi out.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm flight EU captain speaking. Warm welcome for this Ryanair flight down to London Stansted Airport. My name is Johannes Ludvigsson, together with me and my colleague First Officer Andre. In the cabin, we have Adon and our crew today. Good carry. Short flight start out the Indian flight time today is 2 hours, and latest weather report from Stansted. They report broken clouds, temperature of 1 degree, and northerly winds of just 2 meters per second.
We absolutely punched it on the taxiway Southwest Airlines style, and got a great tour of the airport in the process as we made our way to 36 right. Alright, we are airborne out of Madrid. Got an absolutely beautiful view of the mountains starting with the snow on them. The cabin crew is getting ready to do the drink, snack, and beverage run with the carts. So we'll run through that, see what that's all about. Even though I don't think I'm going to get anything, they're still going to do it. But for now, the window is the primary form of entertainment on this flight. Since the airline doesn't provide any Wi-Fi or have an IFA or any of that, unless you download stuff before the flight, you got just the window. But hey, that's alright. It's only an hour-and-a-half flight. So just for now, just relax, look outside, and make our way up to London. Alright, the food and beverage service has pretty much come to a close. Something pretty cool they did after it was they did a fun little lottery game where the crew came up and handed out lottery tickets supporting a children's charity. So pretty cool that Ryanair is participating in that. I don't know how many people actually bought a ticket and scratched it out, but for now, after that, we just got the views under us of just very, very exciting white cloud cover that we're going over. So not very scenic now. Sometimes the occasional ocean peeking under if we get some peaks and holes, but for now just that, and just about an hour to go until we make our approach into Stansted. Alright, Ryanair Lou. It's time for the Ryanair Lou review. You got some pretty cool branded soap on there. You got the rules and regs. You got that. Not entirely sure the garbage can is blocked off like that, but you know, you'd put your paper towels in there when you pull that down. You got mirror, you got sink, you got toilet, pretty clean. And you got a pretty cool kind of bubbling sky thing when the lights are turned off, which makes it kind of a nice blue interior when it's all dark. Alright, I spy with my little eye something that starts with the letter E. It's England. Alright, we begin our descent down into London Stansted. I'm going to use this last part of the flight to rate and review this flight using my channel original Raleigh rating system. Very creatively named because my first name is Raleigh. I use this to rate my flights at the end of every airline review. So I have 6 different categories, and we'll total them up at the end, and we'll see how Ryanair did. The service was a 10 out of 10. They did a good job at getting everyone to the seats as efficiently as they could, as we were delayed a half hour due to the longer boarding time. They were very thorough with the food and duty-free runs and the lottery game at the end. Overall, we had a pretty friendly and relaxed crew, especially with requesting me not to film. I'm looking at you, Air France. The cleanliness was a 10 out of 10. It was a really pretty new Max cabin. There were various holiday art pieces scattered in the cabin, giving everyone a warm welcome as they boarded and sat down. The Wi-Fi was a 0 out of 10, as there was none available. The food was a 5 out of 10. There looked like a decent amount of options on the carts, but no menu was to be found anywhere in or on the seat. Another reason I didn't order anything was because the menu was not posted anywhere, and I didn't know my options. Later though, I found that there were QR codes posted in the back of most seats with the link to menus. If you were seated in those seats, then you have easy access to the menu. But what about the rest of us who just had the safety placard in the space with the QR code? If you did want to get an in-flight snack or fragrance and knew what you wanted, then it's gonna cost you. As like most budget airlines, the small stuff isn't included in the base price. Good options, but costly. The entertainment was a 4 out of 10. There is no Wi-Fi, so you're going to be disconnected. All you're left with are the views that may or may not be outside, or downloaded content if you came prepared. The seat was a 4 out of 10. It was firm and thin, as like what we have on the infamous budget airlines here in the States. It got the job done for the 2-hour flight. It was very difficult not having a seat back pocket in any of the seats due to the lack of storage, so I found myself scouting my belongings either on my lap or just below my seat. This goes without saying, but there's no in-seat power to keep your device charged, so come prepared with a good battery level or a power bank. I would be lying if I told you that I didn't have enough legroom and that I didn't contribute to the rating. I had plenty of room to stretch my legs and easy loo access. I booked this far enough in advance so I can score the seat I got, and if you can do the same, then it will definitely enhance your experience. So the overall rating for this flight is going to be a 5.5 out of 10. As we started our flare over the runway, I was preparing myself for the infamous firm Ryanair landing. or completely butter it. You know what? That works too. Well, they certainly buttered that one, didn't they? We even got an applaud from one of the packs. I used the same scale to rate my high-end first-class flights and budget airlines, which are the polar opposite of that. It was an absolute pleasure for me as an av geek to cover one of the world's most iconic budget airlines. Now I'm heading on the train to my hotel at Heathrow to knock out a spotting session for the rest of the day. The plane stairs extended, and then it was time to raw dog it down the 737 air stairs. Gotta love doing it this way, right? I hope you guys enjoyed my review on Ryanair, and I'll see you guys next week for the next airline. Bye for now.